So this is our last video of making Thanksgiving dinner. So we've done a turkey, we've done sausage stuffing, mashed potatoes, a pecan, a pumpkin pie, deviled eggs, and sweet potatoes. So I have a little treat for you. Not only am I gonna be doing the homemade cranberries, the green bean casserole, I grabbed the Rhodes dinner roll so I can show you how to do that. We're gonna be making stuffed acorn squash. So I actually grew these in our garden. I'm super excited about it. So I've already cut 3 of them in half. So what you're going to do, this one's kind of a big one, so we'll see how that goes, is just cut it in half. I love acorn squash. This is my favorite squash. I'm also gonna be doing, that's just what it takes to get through these puppies. I'm also gonna be doing some butternut squash for my husband. He just likes me to cook it, and then he just puts butter on it. You can make a casserole if you want, but I'm not gonna. Okay, so you're just gonna cut them in half, and then I like to cut the tops and bottoms like this. Okay. And so you're just gonna take your spoon and just get all the seeds out of here. And I have, my pan has water in it, and so you're gonna take them and you're gonna place them down because you're gonna steam them in the oven until you can get a fork in them that's nice, like it goes in like nice and smooth, so the squash isn't hard. And then I made some more of my sausage stuffing, and I'm going to fill it with that, but I also add cheese to it, a Parmesan cheese, and then I drizzle it with butter and maple syrup. So amazing. So this is a little addition to, I didn't even plan on making this, and I saw all my acorn squash that I planted, and I thought, why am I not adding this to my Thanksgiving dinner? They're all cut in half, placed in the water, so you're gonna put them in the oven at about 375. It's probably gonna take about 35 to 40 minutes, so you don't have to turn it over to check it. You can actually get like a sharp knife or a fork, and you can poke it in the back. And if it goes in super smooth, then you know they're done, and so then you're just gonna take them off the pan like this. I just drain out the water, and just keep checking it too, because you don't want the water to like evaporate. You want to make sure that you're constantly having water. It's snowing. Yes. We're supposed to get 2 feet of snow today. My sister's flying in and her flight's already delayed. I'm so bummed. So anyway, just keep checking the water. If you have to add more, go ahead. You don't want it too much water in there. But once they're done, that's when we add the stuffing, drizzle them, and then bake them again. Almost like a twice baked potato, but you're not using the filling. Your filling is the stuffing. So I made extra sausage stuffing so I could put some of it in here. And I haven't made these in a while. I used to make them all the time. Me and Haley love them. So okay, 375 for about 35 minutes, but just watch it. I'm so excited that it's snowing. My husband's like, I don't want the snow to come, but there's those people that when it starts snowing, they're super excited. Well, that's me. Okay, so we're gonna make the cranberries now. Super, super easy. I have my water, so it's 2 cups of water. I'm doing 2 bags. So it's a cup of water per bag, and then a cup of white sugar, but I'm gonna use brown sugar because I really like brown sugar. Then I'm gonna use some orange juice, and then I have some pumpkin pie spice. So I just gotta get my oranges cut so I can get the juice to add to it. I really like cranberries and oranges together. You can actually do one where you actually add the rinds of your oranges to it, but I'm not gonna do that. I just want the taste of it to have that cranberry orange. And then you can also make like a sauce to where there's not a lot of chunks in there. I bet you need an emulsion blender for that, but I like the chunk. So I'm working on my Thanksgiving dinner, and look it started. Like I said, we're supposed to be getting 2 feet. Look at the flakes are so huge, like so big. I love it so much. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. It's just so nice. I love it for Christmas, but after Christmas, it can go. It can go. But until then, love it. After Christmas, do not love it. Alrighty. Look at it's sticking. We have stickage. It's sticking on the ground. Yes, it's sticking on the ground. Love it. I had to go out and see the snow. It's snowing so good. So, of course, my hair and everything's all wet. Okay, so we're going to start by adding 1 cup of water. Now, I'm doubling mine, so I'm going to give you the recipe for 1. So, 1 cup of water. 1 cup of packed brown sugar, and then about a 1/4 cup of orange juice. Like I did a fresh orange, but you can just get orange juice if you want. And then I'm gonna say, sorry about that, I thought I was prepared, a teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. So you wanna stir this and you want it to boil for about 5 minutes, and then we're gonna add the cranberries. That's Murphy. I'm babysitting because Gideon and Emily went to her mom's house for Thanksgiving. Okay. Now that it's boiling, add the cranberries. I think you'll find as you're doing these different recipes, it really isn't, sorry about that, it really isn't super hard to make Thanksgiving dinner. Super simple. Trust me, I'm all about simple and easy. All right, I'm gonna turn down the burner just a little bit. And then you wanna serve these cold. I'm having a hard time getting them out of the bag. There we go. And as you stir them, you're gonna see that they start to pop a little bit and open up, and that's kind of what creates your cranberry sauce. So like I said, as you stir this, you're gonna hear the cranberries kind of pop. That opens up and makes that jelly. That's part of the cranberry sauce when you, buy it in the store. So we're just gonna keep doing this until the cranberries are soft. They've all popped and opened up. All right. There we go. Just wanna check my directions. So you wanna keep it boiling for about 5 minutes as they continue to pop. And then you're gonna put it into a dish and put it in the fridge. I would actually put it in the dish and let them cool a little bit and then throw them into the refrigerator. So just keep stirring them, watching them for about 5 minutes. Super easy. Hearing them pop is kind of cool. So you're gonna see as it continues to boil, it's getting a little thicker, and then see how they're cracking open, and all that inside kind of comes out into the sugar. And like I said earlier, makes that jelly. And as you stir it, you'll feel that it gets a little thicker, a little harder to stir. So you'll be able to tell. If this is your first time, don't worry about it. You're gonna do great. Okay, they're looking good. See how they're opening up? Kind of softening and smushing. I'm gonna put it in this casserole dish. I actually used this one when I showed you how to make my sausage stuffing. And it was gone in a heartbeat. Everything I've made for you guys to show you, done. The deviled eggs took like 2 hours, gone, every single one. I made them, and then I was waiting for everybody to come over, and then gone. So yeah. Ooh, yeah, nice. So see how beautiful that's starting to look? You can kind of see the red in there. See how it's starting to turn into a jelly? You wanna make sure you keep stirring it though. Stirring helps thicken, just like in your roux when you whisk it, the whisking with the heat, that's what helps thicken it. Oh yeah. You can also add cloves to it if you want, like ground cloves. You could add whole cloves, but you don't want to be eating those, so you're gonna have to figure out how to pick them out of there. But I like adding the orange. It just gives it a nice flavor to it. And I think it goes well with turkey when you add the orange. Oh yeah, nice. I think we're pretty close. I got about a minute. Yeah, look at beautiful. And I'm not really sure how much my cranberries cost. Maybe it was like $2 for the bag. I know a can of cranberries is what, $1.50. So I think you get like two cans for the price of one when you make your own. But it's easy. I never realized how easy stuff was either until I started exploring and just like really looking at ways to like budget, like when my kids were younger. And we just didn't have a lot, and I wanted to make nice dinners for my kids, but we just were on a budget. And so just exploring how to do a lot of things from scratch. Now I've embraced it more now that my kids are older because I have the time. Before I didn't have the time to make homemade bread and all that. It's been over a year of me making bread from scratch. I haven't bought a loaf of bread in over a year. It's amazing. Okay, after we're done with the cranberries, I'm gonna show you the Rhodes dinner rolls. And then we're gonna do the green bean casserole, and we have accomplished it. Plus the bonus of the stuffed acorn squash. Amazing. Oh yeah, oh my goodness. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Ooh, it kind of reminds me of making jam. When you make like blueberry, strawberry. Ooh, it's snowing good out there. I need to get myself, I made a pot of coffee. I just need to drink some coffee now. All right. And it's thickening. Yeah, this is really nice. So you want it to almost look like you're making jam. You can still see cranberries, but the sauce is, you know, it's looking like a jam if you've made homemade jam. If not, it's gonna look like cooked jam. I don't really know what else to explain it. I'm hoping that this is gonna be big enough, but we'll see. All right, now let's pour our cranberries. And cranberries are done. Ooh, it's gonna be close. I don't think I'm gonna do it. I did it. Holy cow, is that ever perfect? Okay, cranberries are done. All right, so now we're gonna make the green bean casserole. So I can my own green beans. I actually gotta make this one smaller. I can my own green beans, so you're probably gonna need, depending on how many people you're cooking, I have like 4 cups of green beans. And so I'm gonna add a little bit of seasoning to mine. So I'm gonna add a teaspoon of garlic salt, a tablespoon of minced onion. Now, if you wanna add real onions, you can. And then a teaspoon of black pepper. There we go. Sprinkle that around. And then I like to add a little bit of cream. So I'm gonna say like maybe, let's just measure it. 2 tablespoons of cream. Just, let's do 4. Let's just do 4. There we go. Now you're gonna add cream mushroom soup. So I found this Pacifica Foods cream mushroom soup, and there's no garbage in it. Super exciting. I actually have a recipe where you can make your own cream of mushroom soup. Super, super easy. But I'm super excited that I found stuff that is all healthy. So I'm gonna add 4 cans here. It is a 10-ounce can. So I'm gonna add 4 cans of this. We're gonna put it into a casserole dish and then put those like onion things on top of it and then just bake it. Like I'm telling you, so easy. And then after this, we're gonna do the Rhodes dinner rolls. Okay, 2 more. I got the dogs in. It's snowing really bad. I'm gonna have to show you guys, since we've been on this video, like how much snow we've gotten. All right. Okay, let's stir this together. And then we're gonna put it into the casserole dish. Oh, I'm losing beans. Put it into the casserole dish and bake probably for about 40 minutes. Holy cow, is the snow bad. So where Joshy works, the power's out. And I tried to call and I couldn't get through to anybody. I'm like, what is going on? So I had to call one of his coworkers, a friend of mine that works there, and yeah, power's out. Okay, so I'm not sure if I have the right size dish, so we'll see. And I like to put extra crunchy things on top. Let's try this one first. We'll see. I don't know. I might have to do 2. All right, let's pour it in here. I don't know, I was pretty perfect with the cranberries. And I'm pretty perfect with this one too. I know some of these recipes use cream of chicken. I'm not a cream of chicken girl. All right, there we go. Looks like I got some of it, hey? Oopsies. Okay. All right, and so now, put the dried onions on it. And then bake. 375. I'm gonna say 30 minutes. Now we're gonna do the rolls. These are the Rhodes dinner rolls. I tried 3 times to pick them up. And so you're gonna wanna make sure that you actually put them in your pan before they start rising. I didn't do that. So mine are already getting soft. So they just come in little balls like this. Let me get that out of the way for you. And you just place them in your pan. And as they rise, they're gonna rise together. And when they're done rising, then you just pull them apart. Like this is probably your easiest thing for your whole Thanksgiving dinner. You wanna leave a little space because they are gonna rise. Maybe not that much space. Because they're gonna rise and then they're gonna bake. I don't know if I need 2 of them. I didn't realize how many was in the bag. So just, there's one. Okay, that one's done. Now let's do this one. I love cast iron so much. I didn't used to use cast iron because I was just very nervous. I was intimidated by it. And now I love it so much. I use it all the time. But you know, the thing with cast iron is, the good thing about cooking with it is it keeps the heat. So you don't have to have your temperature up. Once you get your pan hot, it keeps the heat. So you don't have to turn it really, really high, but you want to really watch it too because you could lose it really fast. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be good. I don't think we need this many. We have, we don't have everybody this year for Thanksgiving. And then Robert's gonna be taken off too. And okay, so I'm gonna see if I can fit 2 more in here. I don't wanna get another pan out for that. There's one. Okay, and then I'll put one over here. Okay, all right. So the rolls are done. Voila. So it's probably gonna take a couple hours. So just set them to the side, cover them, and then just let them rise and bake them. If you wanna brush them with butter, you can. So we'll probably do that. But I don't know if you can see behind me, wide out. I'm gonna take you guys out there and show you. It is. So I'm cooking up the chicken pot pie on my stove because we have propane and all the stuff is waiting. I got stuff in the oven sitting here. Can't see that, but yeah, so hello, Murphy. So we've had no power for, what do you think, Haley, like 4 hours? No power. Finally it's on. It's 6:30 at night. Feels like midnight though. I got the green bean casserole ready to go. The rolls, let me show you. The rolls have risen. Now I just gotta get them in the oven. And then I put the cranberries in the refrigerator. My acorn squash is almost done because I just let it set in the oven because it was still a little warm. Sweet potatoes are almost done. I still have to make my pie. My sister just arrived in Green Bay, but my niece is delayed again. So she's not gonna be coming until 7. So we're like 3 hours from there, so they're gonna get here really late. And the roads are bad, it's blizzard conditions. It's like, whoa, Mr. Murphy. Yeah, so still trying to make this last video for you guys. I might be making in the wee hours of Thanksgiving and you'll get to see it on Thanksgiving Day. But I'm also in the process of making Thanksgiving dinner also. So, whoo-wee, it's been quite the day today. Quite the day. But they did say noon. It started to snow at noon. So yeah. Okay, so got my oven heating up again. I'll come back on here when we get the rolls in. So I just want to let you know, I actually have, let me go back here with you so you guys can see. So I actually got some butter. So I'm going to put butter. You guys see this? Here we go. I'm going to put butter on both of these. I have 2. And look how beautiful they are. So I did, you guys seen, I just separated them like this much. And they look really good. So now I just got to cook them. And then just leave them in the pan. I'll probably heat them up tomorrow. And then they can just take one out of the pan as they, you know, as they get their food. So I'm doing pretty good. Honestly, the only thing I don't have done is the sweet potato casserole, super fast. You've already seen that video. And then mashed potatoes. They're pretty easy too. And then we're going to start the turkey in the morning. So I am pretty much prepared, but I'm making my gigantic 4-in-1 pie. Haven't got to that yet because no power. So I might be here a little late tonight, but that's okay. That's just how the holidays are. Honey, Murphy's licking my foot. You ate dinner, you're okay. It's okay. You're fine. I'm dog sitting again for Murphy. He's a lot of work though. He doesn't sleep much at night. All right, the rolls are done. The squash is done. I just gotta put the stuffing in them. Look how beautiful those are. Okay, so I put the butter inside each of these acorn squash. I'm gonna grab some brown sugar. All right, so we're gonna put about 2 scoops in each one. There we go. We finally have power. Okay, so there we go. Sorry it's so loud. I got my stove going so I can stick these back in the oven. And then one more here. It is so horrible outside. Holy cow. Okay, now we're gonna bake them again. The green bean casserole is done. And The cranberry sauce looks amazing. All right, it's almost 8. So the squash is ready, the green bean casserole, the rolls, stuffing, the cranberries, and then I gotta make more of the sweet potato casserole. So thanks so much for joining me. I'm making the last of our Thanksgiving dinner items. Make sure to subscribe and like to our family page, and happy Thanksgiving.